Good morning, students. Let's discuss some programs based on the constructor. One is write a program by using a class with the following specification. Class name is HCF, data member int A and int B. So first read the question very carefully and define everything. For example, first you define the class HCF. So define the class HCF. Class HCF LCM. Then what? Define the data members. Int A is first and second is what? Int B. Then find out the constructor function because class name and the function name is same. H is capital here. So HCF LCM int X comma int Y. It's a parameterized constructor. So argument pass at the time of function definition is the formal. So x, assign the value of x in variable A and assign the value of y in variable B. Next is void calculate to print the HCF and LCM of a number. For example, if the number A equal to 6 and B is equal to 9. So find out the factor. So the factor of 6 is what? 1, 3 and 6. The factor of 9 is what? 1, 3 and 9. So find out the common factor. Common factor is what? 1 and 3. And highest common factor means HCF equals to what? 3. Means you start loop from 1 to that number A or 1 to that number B. So for loop starts from where? I equal to 1, I is less than equal to A or I is less than equal to B. And update is what? I plus plus. Inside that you check, find out the factor of I means if A mod I equal to 0. Find out the common factor of both the number and B mod I equal to 0. Then HCF equal to what? I. Close that loop. And LCM is what? LCM is equal to A into B divided by HCF. Print both the LCM and HCF and close the calculate. Let's see the program. Write the comment to find the HCF and LCF of any number here. Here is the import the package. This one is what? Class. Inside the class define the data member A and B. Parameterized constructor HCF, LCM X and Y, that is a parameterized constructor. Assign the value of X in variable A and Y in variable B. Void calculate, take a variable int HCF equal to 0. For I equal to 1, I less than equal to A or I is less than equal to B, I plus plus. Inside the loop, find out the factor. If A mod I equal to 0 and B mod I equal to 0, then HCF equal to what? I. And LCM equal to A into B divided by HCF system.out.println, print the HCF and LCF. After that, you can define in question. If it is written, write void main, you can write void main. If not, no need to write. Void main, define the object of a class. So class name is what? HCF LCM. OB equals to new what? HCF LCM. Here is a parameterized constructor. So at the time of creation of object, you pass the parameter 6, 9. After that, you call the function ob.calculate. ob.calculate. So it will print the HCF and LCF of 6 and 9. So here is whenever you define a parameterized constructor, at the time of creation of object, always pass the argument, that is a rule for the parameterized constructor. Next. Program is question number 2. An electronic shop has announces the special discount on the purchase of laptops as a given below. Category of a price is given and here is a discount. Define a class laptop with the data member name, price, discount and amount. Member function, a parameterized constructor to initialize the data member. Here always remember, here is not given the which data member you have to define. So either you can define all the data members. For example, here you can write the constructor, the name of class is what? Laptop. How can you define? Laptop. Pass the parameter string n for name, comma, int p for price, comma, double D for discount, comma, double A for amount. Here you can write name equals to N, price equal to P, discount equals to D and AMT equals to A. Because nothing is given, here is written what? A parameterized constructor to initialize the data members. Next thing is what? You can define the constructor like this also, because here you can define a laptop, a string, n for name and int p for price, because these two data members are taking part for the input also. And because discount and amount is initialized after the calculation, so no need to initialize, but both constructor definition is correct. So name equal to n and price equal to p. Both the definition of constructor is correct, because here is not given, here is given initialize the data member. So if you are initializing name and price both, because input is what? Name and price only. So that's also correct. If you are initializing all the data member, then also it's correct. See, let's see the name is what? Laptop. Define all the data members. Define the constructor parameterize. Next is what? Assign the value of S in name and P in price. Compute according to the price, you calculate the discount according to the given condition and calculate the amount AMT equals to price minus DIS. Next is void display. Display the name, discount and amount. After that you can write void main also. Void main. Create the object of the class. So name of the class is what? Laptop. OB equals to new laptop. Under bracket you write any name. Anu, comma, you write the price. So price you can give any amount. So here is a parameterized constructor. So whenever you create the object, you pass the argument. First argument is a string, so you give name as a string, write in double quotes, comma, the price. After that, you call the next function ob.compute. It will calculate the discount and amount. Next, you call the function ob.display. ob.display, close main and close class. Next is question number 3. So write a program by using a class with the following description. Class is a calculate. So write class calculate. Next is define all the data members. Int num, first int f. Next is what? Int rev for the reverse of the number. Then define the member function. So first member function is what? It's a constructor. So first define calculate int n. Calculate int n. Here is given to initialize num with m. So initialize num with n. And then f and rev with 0. So f you initialize with 0 and rev equal to 0. According to the definition here is given constructor, you write don't apply the extra mind. If not given, if given initialize all data member, so you initialize all data member. Next function you define int prime. So int prime means it's a return type of function. You write int prime. So return 1 if number is prime, else returns what? 0. Int reverse to find out the reverse of the number, and void display to display whether the number is prime palindrome or not. Let's see the. So class name is what? Calculate. Class name is a calculate. These are the data members. Member function is constructor, that is a parameterized constructor. Initialize the value of n in num, 0 in f and 0 in rev. Next define a function int prime. Inside that take a counter variable and initialize it with a 0. Start the loop I equal to 1, I less than equal to that number num and I plus plus. If num mod I means if number is divisible by I, then counter you increment c equal to c plus 1. If the value of c equal to 2 means if the number is prime, then return 1 else return 0, because here is a function is return type. So here you return the value to the function, integer return type, so return integer value. So 1 and 0 is a integer. Next is int reverse to find out the reverse of number. So copy the value of num in t. If the value and digit separation loop, so here is digit, separate the digit. So t is greater than 0, then digit equal to t mod 10, reverse rev equal to rev into 10 plus digit. Next number, t equals to t divided by 10, and find out, and after that return the reverse of the number. So reverse of the number is stored in variable rev, so return rev. After that write the display, call the prime function. Here is a function call. So we can call a function and store that return type of variable is what? F. So if the value of f is equal to 1, then number is what? Prime. If it is 0, then number is not a prime. Then write a condition. If the value of f equal to 1 and rev is equal to num, means if reverse of the number and num both are equal, then number is what? Palindrome. Palindrome. So write the condition system.out.println num plus is a prime palindrome, else num plus is not a prime palindrome, and close the function. Question number 6. The population of a country is in a particular year can be calculated by P into 1 plus R divided by 100 at the end of the year 2000, where P is the initial population and R is the growth rate. Write a program by using a class to find the population of the country at the end of each year from 2001 to 2007. The class has the following specification: class name population, data member float P and R, member function population int P and B, that is a parameterized constructor to initialize P and R with A and B respectively. Void print to calculate and print the population of each year 2001 and 2007. Let's see the program. First is a class population. Class population, then data member. Float P and float R. Then parameterized constructor. A and B pass. A for the variable P and B for variable R. So initialize the value of A in variable P and B in variable I. Void print. Store the value of P in a variable Q. Start the loop. You have to calculate that from 2001 to 2007. So int y equal to 2001, y is less than 2007 and y plus plus. Then calculate q equal to q into 1 plus r divided by 100, and that is a population. That is a population in year that is stored in y. That value population is stored in variable what? Q. Is question number 7. Write a program in Java to find the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 with the following specification. Class name is quad. Data member float a, b, c, d. R1 and R2 are the roots of the equation. Member method quad. This is a parameterized constructor. This one is the to calculate the roots of the quadratic equation. Let's see the program. First define the class quad. Then define all the data member A, B, C, D, R1 and R2. Then declare that parameterized constructor. Assign the value of x in A, y in B, z in C and 0 in the variable D. Void calculate. First calculate the value of D. If D is less than 0, roots are not possible. Else find out the value of R1 that is given in the question mat.sqrt D upon 2 into A minus B minus mat.sqrt D upon 2 into A. Then system.out.println R1 equal to plus, well, print the value of the R1 and print the value of R2. Write down all the programs in your copy and run all these programs.